Okay, in this short video I'm just going to demonstrate how we can digitize new data to a blank shapefile. And one of the questions on this second practical, there are two questions at the end which say where are the areas within 10 kilometers of the highest point, where are the areas within 10 kilometers of the lowest point. Now because the buffer operation works with shapefile inputs, it won't take any of the raster data in as input, so we've got to create shapefiles showing the lowest and the highest points. And we can do this by on-screen digitising. As you can see on the screen, I've got a US topographic map, and I've got my reclassified digital elevation model showing the lowest areas in the blue colour and the highest point, which is Telescope Peak, in the red colour. So that's basically showing us where we need to digitize our new points. To digitize a new point, we need a blank shapefile, and we can do that by opening the ARC catalog, right-clicking on the folder where we want to create the blank shapefile, and selecting New, and then from the list of options, Shapefile. And we have a chance of naming it here, so I'm going to call this one Highest. It's a point feature, and the coordinate system we should pull directly from our digital elevation model. So at the moment it says unknown coordinate system. We can edit that simply by clicking on the edit, and we can import it from an existing layer, so our digital elevation model for example. So that puts all of the projection information from the digital elevation model into this new shapefile, and we're in the North American datum 1983 Universal Transverse Mercator Zone 11N. Now you don't have to worry about that, but you do need to keep this the same as your other layers. But it's basically telling ArcGIS whereabouts on the world we're dealing with here. So we can click OK there, and click OK there. And you'll see in the catalogue that we have a new point shapefile icon called highest.shp. And we can digitize into that now. So I'm just going to unpin the catalogue, and we need to open a special toolbox for digitizing into. So we can go to Customize along the top menu, we can go Toolbars, and then this is a list of all the toolbars that we have available to us in ArcGIS, and we want to open the Editor toolbar. In the Editor toolbar we click on Editor and start editing. It will then ask us where we want to edit to, and we have a shapefile open called Highest, so I can just simply click on that, and under the construction tools click on Point. When I move onto the screen I have a little blue point, and I can just position that little blue point over the top of and arrow over the top of Telescope Peak and click, and you see a little pale blue dot with a cross in the middle of it, so that we've located a point there. I can then go back up to the editor and I can say stop editing, or at any point I can save edits and add some more, but I'm just going to stop editing, and it'll ask me do I want to save our edits. I says yes, and there we have it. We have a new shapefile with highest in there. We want one for lowest as well, so again go back to the catalogue and click New Shapefile. I'm going to call this lowest. Remember I need to edit my coordinate system, so I can import from an existing layer, so my DEM again, click OK, OK, and we've got a layer called lowest. Now, in the editor, when we click Start Editing, we've got to make sure that the lowest is added in there, because at the moment it just says the highest. So what we do is we click on this icon in the middle there called Organize Templates, and you can see it's got lowest in that list there. If we double click on that and click Close, oh god, I've got this wrong. Lowest, new template, that's what we need to do. We need to put new template and click Finish. It's not immediately apparent, a lot of this stuff. It took me a while to find out how to do this myself. So click Close. Then we simply select lowest in the Create Features list. Again, click Point, and then we go to our lowest point in the Badwater Depression. I can click to add a point. I can then click Stop Editing. save edits, yes, and so we've now got a new point, lowest and highest. So let's put these in some different symbology, so I'll just click on that. Let's have a nice big blue green circle for highest, and let's have a green triangle for lowest, so you can see the two features have changed on the screen. Then of course, if we want to calculate the areas within 10 kilometers of these points, we just simply go back to the buffer tool again. So open buffer tool, I can pick my lowest point, I can send it to lowest underscore buff 10 km, that's what I'm going to call it. Linear unit in meters 10, 1, 2, 3, so that's 10,000 meters. Then dissolve type, we won't really have to do this because there's only a single point, but let's do it anyway. And then click OK, and you can see that's done that relatively quickly. And there we go, there's a 10 kilometer buffer zone around our lowest point in the Death Valley data area. There we go, simples.